Hello there, this is LEGO Dynasty, and today I'm bringing my review of the LEGO Speed Champions Mercedes AMG G63 and Mercedes AMG SL63. It is set number 76924, comes with 808 pieces, and is rated ages 10 and up. Now this set retails in the United States for $44.99 and in Canada for $59.99. Now without further ado, let's kick off this review, starting with the box. Taking a look at the box, you can see a nice sort of sunset as they're out for a stroll. This is definitely not a typical racing Speed Champions set by any means, but you have a nice style line or city style line there in the background, which looks pretty good. Some nice palm trees, so it gives you an idea of where they're basing this set out of. Flipping the set around, you can see some more images of the vehicles parked, which looks really nice. Some more rendered images of the set, and then the actual sets that they are basing the vehicles, or the actual vehicles they're basing the sets off of, which looks pretty good as well. Also have the AMG logo, or the Mercedes logo, sorry, at the top there. Now you are given two manuals for these sets, so you can split up the build between the you and a partner or a friend, etc., which is always nice and something I really like. The front of the manual doesn't say how many bags are included in the set, which is a little bit interesting. But generally you could figure it out by just opening the manual, and it would tell you when you start. Bag number 3, for instance, first manual, which is technically this one, utilizes the first 2 bags, while this one would utilize the rest of the bags. Now this is definitely a larger Speed Champion set, just in nature of the G63, as it is a larger set than what we normally get in a Speed Champions lineup. Interestingly enough, while this set is the first 2 bags of the build, it has the advertising. Specifically, it shows the exact same set along with the other Lamborghini set that released. So that's pretty nice, but this one being the last set in terms of the numbered bags doesn't have any advertising. So definitely interesting there. Probably just because this is a lot smaller of a manual, they decided to throw it in here rather than this one, because there is a difference in size of the manual pages. I don't know if that comes across on camera, but this one's definitely a little bit thicker. Here we have the extra pieces I was left with, which again, quite a large assortment, but that's what happens in the Speed Champion set, especially with them using such small pieces these days. They have to include extras, so you have it. So you have a nice assortment of studs, tiles, obviously some rims as well. So definitely a nice assortment of pieces there, and even a very nice metallic stud there, which looks pretty cool. Take a look at our first minifigure. We have the male driver who drives the AMG SL63. So pretty nice minifigure overall. You know, doesn't have any leg or arm printing, just has torso printing, which is a bit disappointing. You know, some Speed Champions figures get really nice printing and some don't, and normally even if a set has one really bad printed figure, and when I say bad I just mean, you know, it doesn't have the extra printing that some other figures get, normally the other one would, but in this case they are both the same. There's just plain legs on both of them. Does have a nice, you know, sunglasses printed face, but no double-sided face print either. But he is given a wrench. I don't know why he would need a wrench for his Mercedes AMG SL63, but they give you it. And lastly, we have this female version character that drives the AMG G63 SUV. So pretty nice minifigure in terms of the torso print. Looks really cool in my opinion, but again, no arm or leg printing, and even pretty negligible back printing. Also does not have a double-sided face, which is definitely would have been nice on these figures to have them have faces without these sunglasses, in my opinion. Starting off with the AMG SL63, and this is a pretty nice little sports car here. Overall, it's a pretty simplistic design, I have to say, and also is free of the large amount of stickers that some other Speed Champion sets get, especially the race cars that have all the advertising included. But it still has some stickers, as you can see there, to represent the door handle, some other stickers, as you can see. This part here is printed, which is nice, but sticker, this Mercedes logo here is printed, but stickers here as well. So quite a large assortment of stickers, as you can see overall, but compared to other Speed Champion sets, definitely has some nice printed elements, including these back engine lights as well. But sticker, etc. So overall, a decent assortment, I guess. You do have these parts here that again are printed here, but sticker here. So a nice mix, and I definitely prefer when we get more printed elements. And overall, this set definitely has a lot more than normal. What's definitely nice is you actually have room for 3 minifigures, or at least 2, and a spot to put some other accessories. Of course, you aren't given anything. I actually think this set would have made a lot of sense if they gave like a Lego picnic basket or something just to stick in the back here, like they're going out for a date or something. I don't know, like it definitely feels like that's what they're trying to give off on the set, and the fact that there's room in the back there for that, I think would have made a lot of sense in my opinion, but it wasn't like super necessary. As you can see, you can fit your minifigure, and you do have room for your other minifigure, so I'll just place her on the side just to show, and you can have them look like they're holding hands, which is pretty fun there. Definitely pretty nice. Doesn't have a typical, windshield piece that goes all the way over, but you can obviously see your minifigure from all angles, which looks pretty nice. Moves great on smooth surfaces, as you can see. Definitely not going to have any issues there with the wheels, and showing the bottom just if you wanted to see that. Definitely looks pretty cool. Now our next vehicle is the AMG G63 SUV. As you can see, it looks pretty cool, I have to say, and it's definitely a unique model, especially just the fact that it's so much larger, and is definitely the reason this set is definitely has a lot more pieces, just because it has to be built up, and that's what makes this set probably one of the better values at its price point. I definitely feel like a lot of Speed Champion sets have gone up pretty dramatically, but this is the type of set I could see being good at this price point of $44.99 and $59.99 in the US and Canada, just because of this vehicle. Because yes, it ups the piece count, but that's a good thing. Like that, I feel like you're getting more value, and it's not just about it being parts per piece. It's just this is a much beefier model, and even this is a pretty nice model as well. But this one is obviously the bulk of the pieces, and it makes sense that this set would be at this price point. I wish that Lego wouldn't set all their vehicles, especially in this lineup, at the same price point and just say, oh, it's a double set, this is now their price point. I feel like there should be more give and take and acknowledgement of when they have smaller vehicles, especially when they're 2 packs of 2 smaller vehicles, or even a car like this one, but then also a formula car, because those ones use even less pieces, and it definitely affects the set's appeal in my eyes when they are priced obnoxiously high. But as you can tell, I think this is a great value for this set. So let's get into the AMG G63. Like I said, looks very nice. My one main complaint is it is somewhat breakable. Like just holding the set at points will cause parts to pop off. So you do have to keep in mind that. It does have some great part usage. It actually has these parts in this metallic silver, which just really shines and looks really cool. Back, as you can see, looks pretty cool as well with this sort of back extra tire port there. You can flip around and see. What's nice is that as it is an SUV, you have a lot of room for minifigures. You actually have the most room for any minifigures in any Speed Champion set that I've had, and I believe this is the most we've ever gotten. Like, there is a ton of room, which is definitely pretty nice. You have 4 seats there, along with some room in the back, so if you want to, you could put like a Lego dog or a Lego cat in the back seat to have them drive out, which I think is really, really fun. And this, if you're someone that likes to build like Lego city models or something like that, like this set alone, the fact that these aren't your typical race cars, I think this is a great set if you're looking for something like that for a mock or anything, just because you're able to utilize more space and have more minifigures in these sets and make it look a little bit more realistic. Trying to get the minifigure to sit in the seat doesn't seem to want to for some reason, but there is definitely room for your minifigure if you can get them to connect to the studs. There we go. Got it in now. Like I said, you do have room in this vehicle for more characters, so we'll actually just do what we did on the other one again, where you can have both characters, and you can place this roof piece back on, and just like that, you're good to go. And you can see the characters out for a drive through the windshield, which looks pretty cool overall, I have to say. Just like the SL63, definitely moves great on smooth surfaces. It's definitely a lot heavier. It probably won't move like if you were to do a speed test randomly. Like, it's not going to move as fast just because it's so much larger and heavier. Like, it's definitely beefier. So we'll have to keep that in mind. But overall, it's going to function exactly the same, just be a bigger model of it. It does have, again, more stickered elements here. But not even as much as what we had on the SL63, which is definitely nice. In fact, I think these are the only two main stickers of the set. Oh, actually, there's a couple on the back here as well. So as you can see, definitely, but like, I'm not going to complain when you only get about 8 or 9 stickers on a set like this, especially when you have other models that have over 60. When sets like this only have what amounts to a small amount of stickers, not going to complain. But this is what I mean by some of the parts popping off, like this part in particular. It's this, you know, just piece that just, you grab the side and it just pops inward on both sides here. So stuff like that, that's just a little bit breakable, which definitely wish wasn't the case. The Lego Mercedes AMG G63 and Mercedes AMG SL63 is another awesome addition to Speed Champions, and to me is absolutely worth its price point. This is a set that, while yes, it's going to go on sale, and if you can get it on sale, great job, but this is a set I actually think is great value at its price point. And yeah, it's beefed up by this set. Like, this is where the bulk of the parts go to, but it results in a great model. And even this one is another nice little sports car. So if you're looking for something that's doesn't have too many stickers and just want something to display, or even a nice vehicle to add if you're doing like a Lego City mock or something like that, I think this one makes a ton of sense compared to what we've seen on other Speed Champion sets. Like, I just think this is a great model, especially if you're looking for something a little bit more simplistic. With that being said, that's all my opinion. Let me know your thoughts on the list Lego Speed Champions AMG set in the comments down below. Have you guys picked this set up, or are you planning to? Please leave a like and subscribe if you have enjoyed, and have a great day, everyone.